First off, I just want to say Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah. To all my brothers and sisters, Barakatah. To the elders, this Priest Sabaka HOY. Kwan Yasharella, we got nuts, you heard? So I just want to do a quick, little lesson plan to, some of my friends and people that don't understand what's really going on out here, and as far as the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being the 12 tribes of Israel. And I'm just going to bring out a couple precepts real quick and get out the way. So I'm gonna start at Deuteronomy 28, and this is the Most High talking to Moses and the children of Israel. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So the Most High is telling the children of Israel that, if you follow my commandments, nobody's gonna be above you. You know what I'm saying? And all the blessings will be given unto you, man. All we had to do was just honor what the Father said, and he will keep us, above all nations. But obviously we didn't do that. So I'll jump to 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So we know that our forefathers broke the contract. Mind you, they broke the contract before they even left the wilderness. Moses went up into the mountain, he was getting revelation from the Most High. And when he came back, he left his brother Aaron in charge. And when he came back, they had a whole bunch of what have you going on. Golden calf, they worshiping, they doing everything that they learned in Egypt. And a lot of them had court judgment right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And he let it be known, if y'all do not listen, all these curses is gonna hit y'all and y'all children and y'all children's children. And it's all what we need to do is, as Israel, is stop making excuses. We can't blame our forefathers for what they did, because if we was at that time where we had kept the commandments too, it's easier said than done. It's easy to break the law. You know what I mean? It's easy to break the law, but the Most High also said that his commandments ain't hard. So I'm gonna start reading some of these curses, so y'all can understand what's going on. So I'll just jump right to 47. Deuteronomy 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee. So everybody that's against us, all these nations that's coming at us, that's calling us niggers, we ain't worth nothing, they always thinking that we stealing and everything, the Lord sent them against us. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just get the power and just was like, yo, we gonna conquer this nation. No, we as a people, we just strong. You know what I'm saying? The Most High made us in his image, so we got all his traits, his attributes, everything. So what I mean, anybody that go through what we went through and still here, and to this day getting shot in the streets, you know what I'm saying, we getting locked up for no reason, we getting we could have a dime bag of bud and they trying to give us 30 years for that. You know what I mean? So anytime a nation could go through the things that we went through and still be here, and still multiply and still find a way to be fruitful. It's something on us. You gotta open your eyes and understand who we are, man. You know what I mean? We like, you wouldn't even watch basketball unless we was playing basketball, football. We took over tennis. We took over golf, the music industry. I mean, anything we touch, we put that flavor on it, and that's why the Most High said we was the salt of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna go back to 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. Anytime we want to eat, we gotta go to our oppressor for it. Whether it's the supermarkets, whether it's fast food, anything that we want to get, we gotta go to the oppressor for it. So in hungerness and in thirst, you know what I'm saying? You want hot water, you gotta pay the oppressor. These things are free. First off, you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High makes the sky rain so that we can get water, and they put a price on that too, just to keep us at the bottom. So a lot of people have problems paying their water bill and paying their, you know what I mean, their electric, their gas, all that type stuff, man. And we gotta go to our oppressor for that. And in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness, anything we want to wear, from polo, Tommy Hilfiger, like majority of everything that we wear is our oppressors have created that. And even the black owned businesses, somewhere down the line, the oppressor is over top controlling and getting their bread off of it. You might see a black face and promoting it. You might see the Puffs. You might see Jay. You might see all these people promoting, but they still got somebody over top of them that's controlling the whole shit. So, you know, in nakedness, in a want of all things, driver's license, marriage license, you want to go to school, whatever you want, you got to go to your oppressor for it, right? But listen to this, Israel. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. We know that happened to our people. When we came off them slave ships, we had the yokes of iron on our neck. They kept them on us. They whipped us, beat us down, took our language, took our identity, took everything from us until we was destroyed mentally. You know what I'm saying? As a people. Physically, somewhat, I would say, but more so mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's why in slavery, they would take the biggest slave and have sex with him. You know what I mean? Like the slave master would have sex with the male slave to break him down in front of the other slaves, and they would sit there and be like, yo, if they took down the biggest brother, then who am I? You know what I'm saying? I only weigh 98 pounds. I can't go against this guy, this puny Edomite. But at the end of the day, the Most High sent these people against us. You know what I'm saying? So, verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth high. What's the symbol of America? The eagle. We didn't know this language. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gave us this language. Who else? The Romans had an eagle. I think the Spaniards had an eagle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And we know that we wasn't speaking English. We know that we wasn't speaking Spanish. We were speaking Hebrew. So that was a part of the yokes of iron and us being destroyed. We got everything whipped out of us, everything taken away from us. Let me see, where should I go? I'll go to verse 54. Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So this scripture is talking about. Now, I've been places like on the boardwalk where I seen like a group of brothers, you know what I'm saying? A group of brothers just chopping it up and everything. And I would see like maybe 2 or 3 brothers walk through. They got their Jordans on, they got their jewelry on, they fly, they swagged out. And I would hear the brothers plotting. Like, yo, we should rob, you know what I mean? We should get him. Who that coming through the hood? Who that? I don't know him. But then you have these other nations they feel comfortable walking up to 30 of us, 30 black people chilling, and they'll walk up and, hey, how you doing? I'm trying to find the such and such. I'm trying to go to this restaurant right here. How do you know that? We give them the shortcut. We talk to them. We switch up our voice. We get, oh yeah, how you doing, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? We get fake and switch it up, and these are curses, man. That's why, like, naturally, like, and what I will say is the curses feel like they're lifting, because I see a lot of our people being more helpful, more they're speaking more, but, like, coming up, man, like, I always was evil towards thy brother, man. That was regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking at your brother, you like, man, listen, I'm about to get... I fell victim to that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Most High that he took that away from me, But, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother and towards his wife. That's why we always beefing with our women, the women raising up against the man raising up against the women. We beefing, and then we leave the crib. Now the woman is at the crib by themselves, raising children, trying to be a father and a mother. You know what I'm saying? These are all curses, man. Sometimes the mother might take the anger out that she has for the father on her children. You know what I mean? And these are all curses that the Most High put on this. But and evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children. All right. And I'm going to jump to 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. And everything is just reversed. The Most High was talking about the man doing that first, being evil towards his brother, towards his wife, towards his children. And then he said, hold up, it ain't just the men, the women. You gonna be evil towards your husband. We don't deal with boyfriend and girlfriend, but a lot of us have boyfriend and girlfriends and all that other stuff. So it applies to y'all too. But y'all evil towards y'all man. Y'all rising up against him. It's an order that the Most High has. It's the son Yahweh Shah. Over top of Yahweh Shah is the father Yahweh. But under the Yahweh Shah is the man. And then under the man is the woman, then the child. That's the divine order, man. But the way the world has set it up is that women are equal to men, and y'all on the same level. And this is why everybody's clashing, because y'all not letting men be men. You know what I'm saying? Every time a man say something, y'all gotta rebuttal. Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta fight. Y'all gotta say this. Y'all gotta say that. Y'all gotta do the opposite. And because y'all feel like somebody's trying to control y'all, but the Most High is dealing with us. And if we living in this book and we living righteous, then anything that we tell our woman, our wife, our bread, it should be pure. It should be love. It should be the commandment. She shouldn't have no salakia. She shouldn't have no problem what the man say to her, because she know that it's coming out of the book. So let me say where I want to jump to now. I'll jump to 63. And it shall come to pass that the Lord rejoice over you to do good and multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land, whether the Lord goeth to possess. You should be plucked from the land, whether thou goest to possess it. And look, check this out, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other. We know when we came off them slave ships, they took us to America. They took us to the islands. They took us to Europe. They took us, some of us stayed in Africa. We the ones scattered among all nations. Not nobody. This hasn't happened to anybody else. Nobody can say that honestly they feel like these curses apply to them, other than the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's a fact. And hold on. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. That